Anyway, Bad Batch, episode 11.
Yes. Bad Batch episode. I'm
Oh
gonna
my god.
great
Oh
episode.
my god.
I'm saying it now. We've mentioned many a time that the old boy Dave
Out
is
here fixing plot holes.
out of here fixing plot holes, and I said it's only a matter of time before he starts working on fixing the Disney trilogy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he's started. He's putting in the groundwork. He's already putting in the groundwork to fix the issues with the Disney trilogy.
The whole fucking Palpatine clone
the whole
situation.
Palpatine's back somehow. That line is going to get fixed.
Yeah, and Dave Filoni does not give a fuck about how people think.
Dave's literally gone. Do
Genius.
you know what it is? Dave's gone, right, this needs to be fixed. And he's, in his head, he's worked like, in a perfect world, like how far back does this have to begin? And he's gone,
At the
okay,
very beginning.
it has to go way past, like, this needs to go back to between episode 3 and 4. And he's laying the groundwork.
Question, I don't know if you picked up on this or if it was just me trying to put things together that aren't there.
Go on.
The prison place they were holding the Camino in.
Yes.
Kaminoan in. Is it just me? Or did that look like the place we went to in the Kenobi series?
Ooh, it could be.
You know, where they had all the Jedis in the Jedi
Yeah.
crystals? It really looked like that to me.
I'd have to look at them together again and find out. But it could.
That's what I thought.
It could be. It would make sense to be a similar place.
It seems to be like their super high security prison, which is clearly what that place in Kenobi was.
I get the sense that there's more than one of those facilities.
Quite possibly.
Because they were obviously transferring it from one place to another. I think there's... So maybe it's similar facility though.
But maybe not the exact same one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
To put some context for those people that are a bit lost, maybe, there was mention, this whole episode was about cloning. But there was a creature, I don't know, but there was basically mention of the cloning program is continuing and being worked on for the Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah. This is because we kind of got bits and pieces here and there. So you had the guy talking to the Kaminoan going, we want you to continue working on the cloning protocol directly for the Emperor.
Yeah.
To which she said no, because she's not a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But then we're following the Bad Batch on their mission to find loot on this
There's a crash ship sent to go loot it, not knowing what it is.
Yeah, there's a creature cutting about, and while they're there, they get their side of the information, which is, oh shit, this looks like the cloning equipment back on Camino. But, oh wait, this isn't the standard one. This was stuff they were using for a special project. I don't know any more than that, but I know it isn't the standard stuff, but it's definitely cloning equipment. Yeah. And we're just there like, Dave, you beautiful bastard.
Yeah, it's just like, it's setting this precedent that he's fixing the issue of like, where the fuck did this whole thing come from in the Disney trilogy? Of
you know what it is?
Palpatine being back. Go on.
You know how in the MCU everyone's like, no, you watch in release order. Do not watch in chronological order. Only watch in release order.
Yes.
Dave Filoni has gone, Star Wars can't be trusted. What we'll do is we'll let you guys release your films, and then I'll release stuff in the chronological order that will make it make sense.
Yeah.
So if someone in 10 years' time watches the Skywalker saga start to finish in chronological order, including TV shows, they'll probably go look at the Disney trilogy and go, oh, okay, cool.
You know,
no, there was foreshadowing. That makes sense.
I guarantee this is Dave. This whole purpose, other than the fact that we know Dave just loves to fix these little things, it's so he can get to the end of it and he can sit down and enjoy the Disney ones, because it'll be like, this makes sense now. Like, okay. So yeah, there's like the mention of Omega's like, no, this is Camino tech. This is, but and she's the one that goes, this isn't the normal cloning tech though. This is stuff that I wasn't allowed to see, but I know that they were working on a secret project. Again, laying that foundation and those early points of like, there was a secondary secret project going on for the Emperor. and it's all about there's this creature which they're trying to clone and maybe harvest it for parts of it because its armor
Yeah,
doesn't take blaster fire. Clearly, also looking at cloning and like hiding it potentially behind this idea of they're just trying to clone and get stuff off
yeah,
animals. That creature, super cool design. The
yeah.
fact that it starts small, it absorbs energy and grows fucking huge. It's like a Pokemon evolving. Um,
What a sentence.
it was though, because it went from this
Yeah,
tiny
no,
little
you're
thing,
absolutely spot on.
and then
You're
they were like,
absolutely
"Oh
spot
yeah,
on.
don't let it get to the generator for the town because it will get exponentially large." Too late. It's fucking huge now.
Yeah.
um, I
Well,
loved. Go on.
at the end of the day, this episode was just lots of fun with the action, with just little bits sprinkled in there for the rest of the series, but also what they're clearly trying to fix from later down the line.
Yeah, it's setting some little things, like you say, to fix things down the line, and already getting that in here because it kind of fits in, and also again, in a way, they were strengthening the team being able to cope without Echo.
Mm-hmm.
Though I feel like in this episode, Omega kind of showed some of her more childish side again,
Yeah.
being like, "Oh wait, you're going on your own into the like being worried for Tech, and then like being a bit worried about what was going on." Um, I
But I think
think,
that was
well, I think it was to mirror they found Camino Tech, and it kind of put her back in her like being young and back in Camino again.
see, I took it as more because she could tell the guys were worried. If you look, normally the guys aren't worried
Yeah,
about anything. They're just like, okay, we got shit to do, cool.
true. They
Whereas
were
this
very
time the guys
unsure
were
about.
like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, they're like, "What are we dealing with?"
Yeah. So she like
True.
normally she just rides off their confidence. She's like, if they're confident,
Yeah.
I have nothing to worry about. But she's sure they were a bit worried, and she's like, you fucking what?
What else did we get to see? We saw.
Um,
Oh, the way they fucking just like Empire showing their power again. Oh, creature escaped. Fuck it, we'll round up the whole town.
yeah.
Just round up the whole town. Deal with any that need to be shut up. We
Yeah.
saw some commander that was like the new armor and stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sid, them
Some
pushing back on Sid as well.
yeah.
Being like,
Because this was obviously like you said, less time jump. This is straight off. They've got off that last planet. They've not even got back to Sid's shop yet.
yeah, they were giving a grief for leaving them to rot, and
Yeah.
rightly so. And then we're basically just kind of like, okay, this will be the last job then. We'll split whatever you find 50-50. But once again, she had no information, turned out to be a bigger problem. Of which the information they then got, they're sending to Echo and Rex. So I do think, I don't know if it's going to be a heist at the end, but there's going to be some big episode where they reconnect with Echo and Rex
Yeah,
and a
for
bigger
sure.
group session.
But we know, I think, what the main plot point is for the rest of the series now. It's going to be protecting Echo. No, not Echo.
Omega.
Omega from the Empire, because they've realised that's the only way to get the Kaminoan to work on the cloning project.
Yeah, there's now a new spotlight again on the group and Omega that they've kind of stayed under the radar because Admiral
Rampart.
Rampart kind of hid the fact that they weren't dead after putting out that they were. So I
Yeah.
wonder what'll happen if they go snooping about Omega, find out if Bad Batch is dead. They'll probably be like unknown about Omega. Um, so yeah, I do think you're right there. This is now going to be a hunt down.
For sure.
I I think someone's going to die
Why would you say that?
because let's put it this way: Clone Wars. How many notable clones did we get attached to, and then they died for the
Okay, but
cause?
they didn't normally cut about for an entire season and then die.
Um, More and more shows are doing this to us nowadays.
I know. Leave my fucking clones alone. They all live happily ever after.
Do they though? Because we haven't. The only one we know of is Rex.
Well, we also know that the clones do get made for the Emperor. So either they find another way to make the Kaminoan work, or they get hold of Omega for a long enough period of time. Yeah, it's not looking great. It's looking
not.
pretty
There's
fucking sketchy.
some bad stuff's gonna go down before the end of this season.
I've got a feeling the end of this season could have us in literal fucking tears.
It possibly could. I just think overall great episode, and I just loved that. I said it like a week or two ago that like Dave's eventually going to look at the Disney trilogy, and oh shit, he's one step ahead of us.
Yeah,
he was already working on it.
We were thinking, oh, maybe next season he'll start. No, now, bitch.
I was thinking like, oh, maybe in Mando or like Ahsoka or something, they'll be like, I don't know, we'll get some fixes coming in, but no.
Yeah. Why waste time?
Yeah.
And